Advance Week. Play Wild Card Playoff is selected. Advance Week. Play Wild. Home you have 4 Play full game. Entering Team Select screen. The Green Bay Packers, the home team, are selected. Ready.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Packers under the lights on Monday night.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Entering play call screen.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right to the air is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Entering play call. Enter instant replay. Entering franchise instant replay. Entering play call. Mesh spot zone jet.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, McNabb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down back to 37. Nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Entering play call. Stick.
Second down and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They fall off the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, here's McNabb.
Square button.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts them. Now look out, Rodgers wants the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception.
Entering instant replay. Entering franchise screen. Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. RPO zone slant PK selected.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he's the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off it, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
We have 59 and instant replay. Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
You have 15 options. Add empty selected.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Rodgers now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Entering play call. Overload free scheme. Cover 6. Cover 3. Cover 6.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Entering play call. Coach suggests. Enter instant replay. Entering play call, Cody Spot.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Entering play call, coach suggests 1 LB blitz. Overstorm rate.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Entering play
This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Taken at the 37. They're called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. They're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and that will be 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
You and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 76 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood this.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
Entering play call, coach suggestion.
After review the play,
so take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
They'll try to run this one in. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. Red option is selected.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Well, this guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Entering play call, coach
Elliott
suggestions.
now to add the extra point.
Categories. You have 15 options. That empty selected.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Cover 2, overload. Nickel blitz free. Nickel blitz free.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And complete once again to Watson.
And he's able to get...
Entering franchise screen, you have 9. Instant replay. Entering
to midfield across the 45. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And one more time, that's Watkins. Touchdown, Packers! Sammy Watkins, 35 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game. And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Zone split WK is selected.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Entering play call, coach Y shallow cross. RPO zone slant kick.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
R1 button.
McNabb's throw complete there to Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a gain of 9 buys the lead 7 downs.
Entering play call, speed did, red option.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Cross button. R1 button.
Now a first down
R1
throw.
button.
McNabb.
Triangle
Now they set
button.
up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Triangle button. R1 button.
From the red zone
R1
now, they'll
button.
look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
There are 19 subcategories. Concept. Formate. Single jack. Wing tight. 26. Sluggo seam.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now is the 3. Here's second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Entering play
The Packer
call.
offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Cover 3, cover 4 quarters.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And you'll see they've continued to run the ball well. It's been a staple of theirs all year as they look to move forward in these playoffs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Contain QB scramble.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering
to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad, he predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll give maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Triangle button. R1 button.
To throw, McNabb.
R1 button.
Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the score, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Entering play call. Curl combo. AHB smash. Curl combo. AHB smash. Smash return. AHB smash.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McNabb. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to get your receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good edge steam going.
Triangle button.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there. Pick up the 25.
The key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the delay, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is taken at the 18. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 158 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Wild red option.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
R1 button.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Officers, YSAL, verticals, red, angle curls.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now McNabb. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Here's Brad Kern now. And away this offense has moved the ball. He hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering play call.
Back now at Lambeau.
Cover 4 quarters.
It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Tonyan's got it on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Edwards coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Now Rodgers. Gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action. It's McNabb.
Triangle button.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Entering play call. Cobb 3 bus. Cover 4 quarters.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner, but not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Entering play call. Coach
Elliott on for the extra point.
9 categories. You have 15 options. That event is selected.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so.
Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering controller disconnected pop-up. Please reconnect your entering play
and they
call.
are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Hassan Reddick, his second sack of the night.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's another Green Bay Packers.
Here's Rodgers to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. If nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Special teams. Punt type. There are 5 categories. Punt is selected. Field goal.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. Hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Play call,
and a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
Entering post-game screen, you have 5 options. Finish game is selected. Entering player upgrades screen, and you have 6 options. Upgrade is selected. Speed rusher, pass coverage. You have 5 options. Overview is select. Entering entering franchise hub screen home. Advanced week is select. Home, you have 2 options. Next week is selected. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home. View weekly. Scout call. Week. Manage staff. Home, you have 4 options. Franchise. Entering staff management screen, you have 4 options. You have 3 options. View talent tree is selected. 0 second. 0 second. Offensive coordinator. 0 second. 0 second. 2/2. 0 second. Defensive coordinator. Player person. 0 second. 0 second. Head coach. 0 second. 0 second. Zero first. 0 second. A half. Entering staff management screen, you have 4 options. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home. View weekly awards. Scout college players. Weekly strategy is selected. News. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen news. Top stories. Eagles and Cowboys win or go home. Divisional round. Patriots host Colts. Buffalo defends home field in divisional round. Jones Young forecasts air show in San Francisco. Entering warning pop. League entering news screen. League history. Stats ampersand awards. Entering stats screen. Player stats. Legacy team stats. Awards. Stats, you have 2 options. Weekly, yearly award. Entering 2022 annual awards screen. 10 rows, 6 MVP. Coach of the year selected. MVP selected. Award rank 8. Award rank 10. Award rank 8. Award rank 7. Award rank 1. Entering 2022 and career stats. Team player stats. Entering weeks. Entering news. You have 9 advanced Play divisional playoff is selected.